Hi, well, welcome everyone to the Light Your Dream team training call that we're doing once a month. Tonight, Allison and I are going to talk a little bit about the team building and what residual income means, because it is an important aspect of the Sensations platform. So we have a lot of wonderful distributors who are very successful in retailing the candle, but we don't want to leave out a very important aspect of making money with this company, and that is the team building. So I just want to go through some information on the PowerPoint here that hopefully you're able to see on the screen. We are recording it, so we'll be able to put it up on our team training site after the call, and please refer back to that and into the Facebook group and ask any questions that you might have after you've had a chance to review the recording. But it's just so vital to really making money in any network marketing company, but especially in Sensations. So we want to just kind of expose you to this aspect as well. So when you're building a business organization by sponsoring others into Sensations, you can earn a percentage of the commissionable sales volume of all the distributors on the team. So this is, as I said in the announcement, that team is, that together everyone achieves more. So when we work together, everybody's goals get accomplished. We start achieving things. We start making more money. So it's a way of working together as a team to make more money. And you can earn residual income based on the retail sales of your entire team, not just your own retail sales. And in the presentation here, I hope to be able to show you that while retailing is great, the vast majority of my paycheck comes from the team building. And I'm having a record retail sales month. So my sales are great, but it's gonna be really nothing compared to what my residual check is gonna be. So that is an important piece too. And we do have 4 ways of earning income with Sensations. As I mentioned, then retailing, which can be face-to-face, and that's whether you're doing shows, which now is the time to be getting booked for those boutiques and holiday shows. The couple hours are fabulous for exposing people in your community to your product, or through the website. And you can use your social media, ads to direct people to your company website to make purchases. The second way that we have making money is fundraising, and you can do that through the traditional or classic way, and also the custom labels, which have become very popular with a lot of organizations that want to put their own branding on the candles. And the third is the vendor program, which is small businesses, where basically you are signing them up as distributors, but they're basically wholesale buyers. So just like they buy products, other types of products for their small stores, they would have an opportunity to purchase candles at wholesale from Sensations. And then the fourth way is team building. So although we have various ways of earning income with Sensations, the only one that pays you residual income is team building. So with retailing, when you sell a product, we do make a profit. And in Sensations, our profit is pretty spectacular. From the website, you make 20% off of the order, regardless of what the product is. And if you are an auto ship distributor, then you are getting the below wholesale cost of your product. So for example, the Signature 16-ounce jar retails for $19.95, but we buy it at wholesale for $10.95. So your profit is $9. And I just can't emphasize enough how huge that profit margin is when you're selling from your inventory. So that's not what you're earning on the website, but that's you buying from the company first, them shipping it to you, you having inventory on hand. And whether that's doing a show or a local fundraiser where you're exposing people to the product, or people stopping by your house for the holidays and wanting to buy gifts from you. And then the Mia Melts, which are also have been very popular. The retail pricing is $11.95. And our wholesale cost is $5.95. So your profit is going to be $6 per bag of melts. And that's a 50% margin. And these are great profit margins, but especially with the 16-ounce jars, you actually have an opportunity to earn up to like 60% when you use the buy 11, get one free, or various specials that the company will offer. So pay attention to those on your back office ordering. Make sure you open up that special tab so that you can see what's going on there, because that just greatly enhances your ability to make money. So all of these are very great margins. And as I said, Sensations is a leader in the network marketing profession by offering so much profit. Most other companies, including candle companies, really only offer 20 to 30% profit. So we have an opportunity from a minimum of 20%, up to 50, 60%. So there's nothing wrong with retailing. That is definitely something you want to incorporate into your business. But what happens when that sale is done? Then your profit is done. You sell a candle, you need to sell another candle in order to make more money. And that's all good, but there is another way. And that is the team building. And that, I know, can sound a little scary if you're not used to it, if it's not something that you've done in the past. But really, all it means is that you're introducing Sensations to others, and they want to be a distributor as well. You're having fun, you're meeting people, you're doing events, you're making money, and other people want to do that too. So team building is a team of distributors that entail auto ship, associates, or the vendors. Those are all distributors that would be on your team, and you're all working together to promote the company and its products. So basically, you're earning financial compensation from Sensations for your referrals of these people to the company. So instead of the company spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on advertising, whether that's through social media, TV, radio ads, they pay distributors to share the company and the products. And that's the best way. That's the best way to market. People are going to know, like, and trust those who use the product, and are more likely than to become involved as a customer of the product or a business partner. And team building can also be referred to as recruiting or sponsoring or relationship marketing. Those are some other terms that you might hear. So in Sensations, though, we do really value that we don't just sign people up and then leave them alone. It's our job as a sponsor to coach, teach, help, and mentor. And that's why we really like to use that word of, team building. Together we're building, we're sponsoring, we're part of their business, long term. So that's one of the funnest parts of the team building, is the relationships, that you're going to build with your team. So I wanted to kind of talk a little bit then about what residual income is. What does that term mean? And the long-term financial independence can only be obtained through residual income. And this is your retirement income. This is what they call mailbox money, crazy money, which comes in month after month, whether you're working or not. Residual income pays you multiple times for the work that you did one time, as well as getting paid for the efforts of others on your team. So, as many of you know, that I've been with the company for 18 years. So, and Allison has been on my team for multiple years. So each new distributor that I bring into the company 18 years ago, and if they're still active today, I still earn some commission from the company. It's not taking away from that team member. They're not paying me, but I'm getting a commission from the company for helping them to grow their business. So it's just, although, I work to support and teach and train, but it's, I did the work one time to do the marketing, place the ad, or whatever it was that brought that team member, into my team one time. And it could have been, 10, 15 years ago, but I continue to, be compensated for that effort from many years ago. And as an employee, we only get paid once, and only paid for the results that, we would produce alone. So if you invest an hour of your time, you're going to get paid an hour. If you stop working, then you stop getting paid. And that's just not the case with network marketing. And that's the beauty of a program like this. I know you've all have heard both Allison and I talk about, there have been multiple times over the years when we've had issues, whether it's our own health or family's health, or death in the family, or other things that we needed to attend to, where we had to maybe put our businesses aside for a little bit so that we could get through those difficult times. So we don't really have the energy to focus on building the business during that time. But with residual income, you don't stop getting a paycheck. So even though you've stepped away, you're still going to get paid. And that is just huge. You know, and if you work a job and you're starting to build this residual income, you know, that's what's going to allow you maybe to one day go to part-time work, or maybe quit your full-time job, or be able to invest in retirement so that you have that nest egg. And, you know, you probably have seen all the data about how many people actually are prepared for retirement. And it's quite scary, the numbers. You know, it's like less than 10% really have enough money to retire on. So, you know, building a network marketing business allows our team to be able to look forward to that retirement by having that residual income. And again, it might seem kind of like a scary, weird thing, but really it's been used by the entertainment, financial, and insurance industries for years. It's what they do. So, you know, I'm an Allstate agent. I sell insurance, and you know, what we do is we determine what our client needs, what are their insurance needs. We provide them a product, you know, help them to meet their needs. And then the agent, you know, gets paid for that initial transaction every time that insurance policy goes to renew. So month after month, when you pay your insurance bill, that agent is getting a profit, a commission of that. So really, network marketing is no different than that. We are, you know, identifying a need, satisfying that need, you know, helping our customers get what they need, and for that we get a commission. So what team building is not? It's not hard. You know, you have to do it, but it's not hard. It's not about bugging and harassing friends and family. Really, we're only looking for people who are interested. And the best part is it doesn't require any fancy advanced sales skills, degrees. You know, anybody can do that with the right training. But what team building really is, and this is what helped me, is when I understood that, you know, it's really about just exposing others to the opportunity to make some money themselves with a proven system, with a consumable product, and then letting them decide if they want to go to business for themselves. So again, we're not bugging them. We're not trying to trick them by being, you know, salesy. We're just offering information. This is our product. This is our company. This is what we're about. If it's something that you see yourself being able to do, then great, you know, then join us and we'll teach you how to do it. So just it's training those that you sponsor to do the same things that you've learned to do. It's about teaching, coaching, and mentoring others who have the desire to do the same. And I know this is one of Allison's favorite quotes. I've heard her say this many times, and that I'd rather earn 1% off 100 people's efforts than 100% off my own effort, by John D. Rockefeller. So I want to give you some examples of how an actual paycheck kind of works out. So as a individual distributor, we have, you know, personal volume. That's what we order from the company ourselves through the back office at wholesale. That also includes your website sales. So anybody that's purchased from there, that's all combined into your personal volume. So in 1 month, $350 is very doable. And that is about $700 in retail sales. Again, whether that's yours, you did a show and bought product, or people buying from your website, to have $700 in retail sales in 1 month is doable as an individual. So just as an example, then the profit that you make off of your company website is 20%. So you would profit about $140 from these purchases that were made at your website. And that's great. $140 that's nice extra income. But now if the same distributor also had a team, then their income is going to be substantially more. And we refer to that as team group volume. So that's all the people on your team and their personal volumes all add up to create the leader's group volume. So if a team volume about $10,000 in a month, because our commissionable volume is about half of what retail is. Okay, so a group volume of about $10,000 is equivalent to about $20,000 a month in retail sales. So you have to think, can an individual do that without doing a ton of shows, several fundraisers that are making thousands of dollars? Probably not. That would be hard for an individual to get to $10,000 group volume But if you had a team, then the leader's commission in 1 month would be about $925 versus that profit of just $140 of your own effort from retail sales on your website. So that's huge. This $925 then is going to include any profit from your personal sales. So that $140 is, included in there. And then when you get to a gold distributor level, or actually a little higher, I'll pull up the comp page here so you can see that and we can address any questions there. But in this example here, then on the first level, so that's anybody that the leader personally sponsors into the company, they're going to make 10% commission off of whatever that team member's personal volume is. And then they'll make 5% on the second level, and then 2.5% on the third level. And then there's also sponsoring bonuses that vary from time to time. Each month they'll change that up, and we'll go over what this month is here in a minute when I pull up that one. But you can see there's a vast difference. You can personally have a personal volume of $350 a month. That's doable. But as I said, it would be very difficult for you to come up with $10,000 in 1 month, but your team could certainly do that. So that's where I want you to see how important it is to incorporate team building into your business. $140 versus $925 in your profit and commission is huge. And it's not that you're really doing all that much more work in that, just kind of like we've trained and taught on the show on the go. You can't be out doing a home party, 5 different parties in one night. You're only one person and can only do one thing. So that's where the show on the go comes in handy, that you have other tools out there working for you. So you've got 5 bags out with different hostesses who are gathering orders and helping you to grow your business. So team building is really essentially the same thing, is that I can only be at one show. I can only be at one event, one party promoting my product. But when you have a team, that's the funnest part is, especially when the weekends and the holidays, as we said, are coming about now and people are starting to do shows, and they're like, hey, I'm out here, come visit me. And then you got another team member in another state and they're doing a show, and then somebody in another. So you've got 3, 4, 5 team members in one weekend doing shows that you obviously couldn't do in another state, or, double up, triple up on shows. So if you think of team building kind of very similar to how we do the show on the go, it's using resources and tools to be more efficient and spread the word so that everybody's businesses grow faster. So this was a testimonial that I had written quite some years ago, because I know that it can be scary, because I was one of them too, that when I started out, I had come into the company with the idea that I would strictly retail, mostly because of some failed attempts I had experienced in other MLM or network marketing businesses. And I was pretty much convinced that success with building a large organization was just not possible for the average person like myself. I thought you had to have fancy, expensive degrees and skills and know how to trick and manipulate people. And that's not what it was about. But, my sponsor told me that, I had that choice in Sensations, which is beautiful, that we can pick the method that we want to build our businesses. And, I said, I'm not going to recruit, but I'm very interested in retailing this product. I think this is a great opportunity with this company. So I was promised that team building was totally optional. But once I began seeing people coming to me, asking me to join my business, I would be at a home show and people would purchase the product and then fall in love with it and then ask, well, how do I get these candles at wholesale? Or, hey, I would be interested in selling these candles. Can you help me do that? And I was like, whoa. That was easy. It was just, again, exposing the product, having people fall in love with it, just like I love the product, learning how to share the information and letting them, make that decision. So I decided to take another look and kind of plug into the system. And then I ended up, becoming one of the most successful team builders in the company once I understood that this is a very important equation to our businesses. So when I realized that I was not going to have to be a big pushy salesperson, that I could use my skill sets of coaching and teaching others, then everything changed for me and my business took off. So I have no regrets in making that decision to combine this with my business. And the funnest part is just watching other people learn and grow and experience, the things that I once did, and now I'm able to help them and coach them through it as well. Those relationships are the best part of it. So here I wanted to give you kind of a little chart that we had developed a while ago to show the potential of network marketing and how much money that you can make in team building. Now, this is what happens when you have 5 serious team builders who each want to earn $2,000 to $3,000 a month. So $2,000 to $3,000 a month is very doable. And if you have 5 team members that are willing to go after that goal, then the combination of them and your own efforts can result in a very large income on a monthly basis, for you. Now, this does not mean that the first 5 people that you sponsor are going to go out and hit it big and make $3,000 a month right away. You may have to sponsor lots of people. And over the 18 years that I've been with Sensations, I have sponsored lots of people, lots. And some people have to leave because of, various things in their family. It's not right for them at the time to build their business, but I've never seen a company like Sensations that so many people are willing to come back into the company. So, while it only takes 5 to do the serious building, it doesn't mean that you're only going to sponsor 5. So you got to keep going until you find those. But you can see as an example, number 1 there, team builder number 1, if they had a $2,000 a month income, they would have a team volume of about 40,000. And we kind of use that 5% residual income because it's kind of an average of the different levels that you make. You make more commission on your first level, the 10%. Your second level, the 5%, your third level, 2.5%. So kind of the combination, the average of those commissions is about 5%. So we just kind of use that as an example. So, if you had 5 people doing that, that's about $13,000 a month in income for you, or $156,000 annually. And again, this is residual income. So if you had to take a month off and you weren't as active in building new partners coming into the business, or, and again, that's the beauty of our tools. We've got the team training site. We've got the Facebook groups with the company and the Light Your Dream team. So we're all here to help and support and train and coach and support all those new people coming through. So it's not something that you have to do on your own. You have a team of leaders to help you to do this. But that's the beauty of building a team and residual income. I mean, look at those incomes. And it only took 5 people that wanted to make, $2,000 to $3,000 a month themselves that would propel you to, $13,000 a month. Okay, so we're almost out of time here. So good. We're kind of coming to the summary page here. So the short-term and long-term income, that again, Sensations is very unique in that it does allow new people to come in and immediately start earning income by retailing the product. We have a very retailable product. You don't have to be a distributor in order to purchase. Our candles are very competitively priced with the stores out there. And then that gets people comfortable with the product, with the company, with the knowledge. And then as they grow in their own confidence, then they'll begin to build a team. And that's where that long-term residual retirement mailbox money comes from. So combining the 2 methods of building a business increases your profitability and longevity of your business. And that's something too to not overlook. Doing shows are fun. It's a great thing to meet people and see the reactions of people doing it. But you got to do that again. You got to do it again. You got to do it again. And after some time, you may want to take a little break from doing that. But that's what keeps you, motivated and staying in the business, is when you continue to get a check because you've helped others, build their businesses. So, why do you want to do both? Simply put, it means more money without putting in more hours. You and the team work together to achieve more for everybody. So that is the presentation. We're kind of running out of time here. I want to keep it to 30 minutes. So we probably won't go ahead and open it up to questions here, but we'll record this, put it on the Facebook group. And then once you watch it, if you have any questions from that, and then we'll post the, let's see if I can. I just wanted to bring up the October sponsoring. See if I got a few minutes here to get this in. So boost your income. So we had kind of talked about those sponsoring bonuses that the company changes every month. It will vary. So you can see there, if you sponsor, one new distributor, then you're going to earn an additional $10. If you sponsor 2 new distributors, you're going to earn $20 each. So that's $40 extra in your pocket. So those are all ways that, again, you're earning income. If you sponsor 5 or more distributors, you have an opportunity to earn $50 for each one of those. So all kinds of different avenues for earning income. And then this is our compensation plan. We won't go into the details of this, but kind of the examples that we used tonight were kind of at that Sapphire director level, where you're having 10,000 in group volume, and that 10% on the first level, 5% on the second, and 2.5% on that third level. So I know this can be kind of intimidating looking at it, but please ask questions on the group and just focus on your next step. Don't look in there and go, oh my gosh, how do I get to ambassador? No, that's overwhelming. Just take a look at right now, if you're on auto ship and you haven't sponsored a team member yet, your first goal is to get to bronze, get to 1 or 2 team members and achieve a group volume of $200. So if you don't understand how to do that, then, ask Allison and I how to help you do that. That's what we're here to do. So just focus on your next step. But that is the compensation plan that's been in effect since January of 2021. And
can I add something, Kathy?
sure, yes, please go ahead.
The one thing that's really important to me about team building also is that the income and your team and your business is willable to your family, your kids or whoever, if you should happen to, pass on, that is willable to your family for their future. And I think that's really cool. I mean, knowing all the work I'm putting into the company now, down the road, my kids are going to have part of my business.
Yes, absolutely.
And another thing you mentioned, I want to tell people too, don't think you can't do it, and don't think you can't sponsor somebody, because you can. We have trainings on every step of the business. If somebody wants to do fundraising, you don't need to be on the phone with them for an hour teaching them about fundraising. That was how it was years ago. You had to get on the phone and go step by step with constant phone calls. Today, with most people working jobs and the technology we have, it's awesome that they can learn on their own time, and they come to you with questions after they've gone through the training. And you mentioned we have our resource page, the miabellatraining.com. You just point your new distributor to those trainings. You will spend time with them at first, to go over the basic questions with them and coach them and figure out their goals and everything. But we have to keep the business duplicatable too. It has to be kept simple. It's up to the new distributor to take the initiative and to learn the business too. You are there to answer questions on something they're not sure of or they just don't understand. Each new distributor also gets that new distributor checklist from corporate, and it has everything they need to know to get their business started. So they have the checklist, we have our resource page, and like Kathy said, we have the team group and the Bella Builders group to get their questions answered and also learn different ideas too. So don't be afraid. We have everything. You just point and you just answer the questions after they've gone through the training.
Yes, absolutely. Very, very good points. And the willable situation is very rare. Not every network marketing company out there does that. If you were to pass away, that income then goes back to the company. So the fact that Sensations allows us to do that, pass that on to our families, is huge. So yeah, please don't be intimidated. It's new, yes, but you have so much support and so much ability to come to either Allison or I or anybody else, your own sponsor, to help you do this. So please don't feel that you have to, struggle through and figure this out on your own. If you have questions, if you want steps to take, you want concrete, coaching, then reach out to us, because we want this for you. We want you to have $1,000 check and not $100 check a month. Christmas is coming, and this is candle season. People are buying, people are wanting to be part of this, to buy their candles at wholesale, so they want to be distributors. But you don't have to figure it out on your own. We'll help you do that. So hopefully this is giving you some ideas and some incentive to take another step at team building and kind of go for that long-term residual income. So we're going to go ahead and end the call here. Thank you so much, Allison, for your input on the call tonight, but also all of your leadership for the team. I appreciate you. And that's what makes my business so wonderful, is that I get to work with great people and do this with others. And, I'm not doing it alone, because how boring would that be? So thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, everyone. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.